Hey everybody, welcome to the Rusty Mark Garage again. Hope y'all doing real good. Today's project is OBS Chevy air conditioning compressor change. So let's see, early in the year, sometime or another this year, my AC compressor locked up going down the interstate, pulling my camper. The clutch locked up. Luckily the pulley was still free, so I just turned it off real quick. I heard a belt squealing. Anyway, so we got a new compressor mounted on here, put a new Gates belt. And listen folks, I highly recommend Gates. Those other cheap brands, they're going to squeal, they're going to squeak. Gates does not, only if you spill antifreeze on it. This is just your regular pancake AC Delco pancake compressor. The good thing, now this is a 92 Chevy truck, C3500, but they're basically all the same in these year models in the OBS world family. The good thing about what I like, what Chevrolet did, and one of the things that they do, take a 15 millimeter wrench, that animal right there, 15 millimeter, and it fits this boat. It fits where your AC compressor lines fit, bolt on. It fits that boat, and then your two boats on the bottom, one here, one over here. So you got 4 boats holds this on. Every one of them's 15. Plus, you need to loosen that bracket up. That's 15 over there. That's a 15 right over there too on the alternator. So 1 wrench plus a 15 for your tensioner right here. And now one thing I recommend, that this is I don't know if the 350s are lighter tensioners. This is a 454. This thing, I don't know if it's a heavy duty tensioner, I don't know, but it's stiff. And I replaced it here a while back. But I use a 1/2 inch ratchet, 15 millimeter socket, and to make it easy, a cheater pipe, just a piece of aluminum or galvanized. This right here happens to be aluminum. It's 2.5 foot long. It's a nice, gives you a lot of leverage. And listen, the older you get, it's kind of hard pulling on your back. So that just makes the job easier. So, work smarter, not harder, And I've already done a vacuum on this, and I've got some pressure in the system. And so we're sitting right there. And one thing I wanted to show you was on these OBS trucks. Let me get in here. I had to unbolt my brush guard and hinge it out so I can get the grill out. Anytime you change compressor on any vehicle, I highly recommend you researching it, and a lot of them have Orfice and screens. Now mine came out in pieces. I don't think anything to show you. Yeah, it's in there somewhere. But on the OBS Chevy trucks, this is your condenser right here. This is your condenser right here, okay? So here's your inlet and outlet of your condenser, your 2 lines. Your orifice is right in here. It's in this one at an angle, and it fits right in here, and it protrudes down in that line. It's about that, well, I can't get my hand in there right. It's about that long right there. Let's see, let's do it that way. It's about that long right here. And it's got a little screen, orifice, and all that. And I also blew air. Now this condenser is not that old. I had replaced it last year, I think. And I don't know why, but for either the AC wasn't acting right, and I felt like I had a condenser plugged or something. But I think it was last year I replaced this condenser. And so I had put a new Orfice on there then, and they're only like $5 or so. They're not very expensive. But it's got a little O-ring on it, and be sure and use refrigerant oil, which is a pack 46, probably something like that. Put some oil on that O-ring and stuff, and slide that thing down in there. You'll have to push it down in there just a little bit, and and then tighten it up. Now I left this apart so I could show y'all where the orifice is at, and it's right in here. I do recommend blowing through your condenser. A lot of folks tell you not to. If it's an older vehicle, you may be money ahead just to replace the condenser, because they do get stopped up. What happens is when the compressor goes out and contaminants are being pumped through the high side, which is this side, it can stop up these tubes right in here. You got these little veins right in here, and when you restrict flow, you lose efficiency. And so this is the high side of your Freon coming through here, and it's high pressure, and it's trying to cool down. That's why it's up here by the radiator, and that's why there's fans up here. Now this 454 gets it's a big block. It runs a little warm, and especially when I'm towing a camper in the summertime around the air, man, it's warm. So someone had already put this fan here, but I added a secondary fan. So, and I think I got this one to come on. I don't know if it's all the time or what, but I think this one comes on with the AC. I'm not sure now. But anyway, when I'm running everything and it's up temperature and I'm pulling, both those babies are going to be running just to help put some air across the condenser, across the radiator, keep it cooled down, and you know, just to help it out, keep the motor as cool as possible. That 454 is a workhorse, and I mean, it's working hard. You're pulling, this thing's made to pull and all that. So I know y'all seen this truck on many other videos. I love this thing. It's just such a good old truck. But it works so hard. I got another headliner to put in it, and I know I did a video on that, but you can see how I hate that. It gets, my head rubs it. In fact, tonight I'm fixing to probably take that apart. I've got a new headliner I've had for a couple of months in the house. I got to get that replaced. Like I said, this is a 92 C3500 two-wheel drive. Turn that off. And if you can see that, it's got 137,378 miles on it, which is low miles for a 92. But man, it's solid. The guy that I got it from, he got it from the guy who towed with it, and he just used it occasionally, I guess. But anyway, I know y'all seen this before, and I've had it repainted and put a little money into it, but I use it. I use it to pull my car hauler trailer, pulling vehicles, and pull my camper when we go camping. So I use this quite often, and I use Rotella heavy duty motor oil in it, and because it's a heavy duty engine and it's working hard. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you on the OBS truck, where the Orfice was, to help you guys out. And it's a dadgum shame to, you know, if you got small arms and small hands, you might be able to get in there and work that. But I promise you, when you try to pull that old Orfice out, it probably will not come out in one piece. And I just took the whole grill out, and so I can get in there and get to it. And but anyway, still working on our 6-down Bronco. I've got the front axles pulled out of it. And I'm going to change these joints here, these universals, and on both sides. And I've got those sitting right here, and so I got both sides tore apart on that. Got the new disc brake hubs and stuff ready to go in. I just got to do this part first and start putting things back together. New addition to the shop. I ran across the deal on a press, man. That's a Napa 91-611, made in the USA, as it says right there. I'm happy to have that. I hadn't used it yet. I know it works. I've sockled it down and up, and I've been wanting one in the shop for a long time, and I just would not go buy a new one. So I waited and ran across the deal on one. I'm happy to have that. And another thing I bought, when I bought that press, I bought this parts washer, which is very cool. And it looks fairly new. And I have not used it yet either. I've got to clean it up and get some parts cleaner solvent and stuff, and try that out. That'll come in handy. So I'm glad to have that too. Always been wanting one for a long time, and like I said, I ran across a deal for both of those, and that's what I like to do, run across deals. This shop is an absolute mess. I've just got junk everywhere. I just cannot get caught up and get it cleaned up. So that's what a shop man caves are supposed to be, I guess. So anyway, yeah, I got some pressure in there, and I bubble checked my fittings here, and everything looks good so far. And so I'm fixing to crank this up and charge it up some. I got a new belt on it. Just put that on. I'm ready to go. So we're going. I want to continue on and get this done because we got a camping trip coming up. And I just wanted to show y'all about the wrench size for those compressors and where that Orfice location was, and hope it helps somebody. You know, that's what this channel is about. You know, if I can share some kind of knowledge to help somebody out, and you know, that's great. So y'all stay tuned. We'll have more videos on the Bronco coming up, and I'll let you know what how that disc, how those disc brakes turn out after we get everything mounted and stuff. And looking forward to getting done with that part of it, so I can finish up some other things and get this thing going. So, but anyway, hey, thanks for watching. Do me a favor, please like, subscribe, ring that little bell, and y'all stay tuned. More videos coming up. Y'all have a good one.